top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man, man gun, stroll right into town, be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, baby, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you too. You'll see it's true, and people like me can learn to be human too. Don't try to kid me, man, 'cause I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dream come true. Now give me the secret, man, come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red fire so I can be just like you. Oh, baby, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you and talk like you do. You see it's true, someone like me can learn to be someone like you. Can learn to be someone like you. One more time, learn to be someone like you. Thank you.
Ashley's a little bit froggy this morning, so
We're
I'm
working
gonna
with what I
be
got.
singing more than usual. So I hope you guys are alright with that. So we're starting the first chorus and verse 2, right? Always
just when you think you can't get no better than Pam shows up. Well, I ain't nobody's problem but my own. Said I ain't nobody's problem but my own. No, I ain't nobody's issue. Don't you come around, babe, 'cause I don't miss you at all. Ain't nobody's problem but my own. Well, I found myself a place where every smile that you waste, every other
Thank you, Ashley and Dylan. Thank you. It's nothing like a little live music to start us off this morning. Well, welcome. Welcome to a place for you to belong. A place for you to grow spiritually, to awaken that awareness of the divine that you are. This is your place. This is your home. And we celebrate that today. Acknowledging that you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to show up here. So thank you. Thank you for bringing your love, your light, your essence, your uniqueness, your divineness into this space. Because we would not be the same without you. We acknowledge too today that you're welcome here. You're welcome whatever your gender is, whatever your sexual orientation is, whatever the color of your body, whatever your nationality, whatever age you may be, whatever financial status you may be, whatever that is, and whomever you are, you're welcome here. So thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Well, today, we'll see when we finish today whether you think the same thing, Brittany. Let's just put it that way. Let's start with a prayer today. And of course, in Unity, we do affirmative prayer. So I'm going to invite you, close your eyes so that you can bring your awareness within. Because in that place, that silence within, there's a roar. It's a roar of the divine that you are. That presence and power that is all is there within you. And the strength and the love and the light, all that you can dream and hope for, that is contained within that power and presence is contained within you. And today we invite it to no longer be contained. For that love, light, joy, whatever it may be that you wish to spread upon this planet, it is loosed. It is now free. And that as we stand here today, and you sit there today, we know that this light that we are shines forth. We're shining forth the Christ awareness, the divine nature that we are, that awareness. And we shine it out into this city, into this state, across this continent, and through the world. Knowing that each and every one of us, the billions on this planet, each and every one of us are connected. We are not separate. We're not individuals lost in the flow of life. We're individuals connected to the whole. For we are that divine presence and power. And we're grateful that we have a place to come, to meet, to share, to be that light. And we're grateful that we have a family to call Unity of Little Rock, where we can belong. And we say, and so it is. Amen. Dave, would you come lead us in our opening statement, please? And I'm going to just let you stand at the mic, if you would, please.
There's over here. There's only one presence
And one power active
and in the universe,
God, the good, the
the omnipotent.
Let's do that again since we got interrupted.
For sure.
Dave, just start us off by saying together.
Together, there
There's
is
only
only
one
one presence
And one power active in my life
and in the universe,
God, the good, the omnipotence. All right. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, Dave.
You read very well.
I don't know about very well.
Oh, I'm laughing because y'all don't know what's coming. Here we are. We're doing a ceremony today because this is the first day of Advent. So we're going to put our normal endings at the beginning here. So we're just going to do our offering today. So Dave, might you come get the basket wherever it might be lurking back there? And know that if this is a place that you feel that you receive something of, then please give. Give so that your community can be a benefit of that giving, but give so that you can be on the receiving end of that giving. Because we understand in Unity that as you give, as you release into the universe, that flow returns. So it's a blessing for you as well as for this community in Unity of Little Rock. Sorry, I just had a flashback to my first time at Unity of Little Rock.
No way.
And it was Reverend Willard Fuller. He was my first exposure. He was doing a workshop. And in that workshop, he said, I need, whatever it was, $700 to pay my expenses up here. We're not going to stop the offering until I have $700 in this basket. So I'm just going to offer, it's a little easier here in Unity of Little Rock nowadays. Dave, would you come and bring the offering with you, please? And Dave, would you lead us in our offering statement?
Divine love,
As
me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive.
I send it forth with my blessings and my love. Yay. Thank you, Dave. All right. So upcoming, we've got our self-care class is tomorrow night, right, Brittany? Yes. And
It's 6. It's 6.
oh, did I messed it
We
up?
changed it to 6.
I know, and I knew that, but I didn't do it.
It's alright.
So 6. And Oneness Blessing with Chris is at 7. I got that time right. All right. Yay. I got something right this morning. All right. Some things coming up. Faith Lutheran has invited us to join their Christmas party. They're doing it whole hog on Cantrell. They have a fixed fee. That's $22 if I remember correctly. But as I understand, they're going to have entertainment, they're going to have festivities, they're going to have a big party, they're going to have, it's obviously Whole Hog is catering it, but last I heard they had 33 people coming to their Christmas party. So I invite y'all that if you'd like to join them, please do. Hopefully, well, I just drew a blank on her name. I think it's Kathy. Will be joining us afterwards with some more information if you'd like to ask her some questions about it. Christmas party, ours is on the 18th, and that'll be at Trios at 6 o'clock. Please let Jeannie know. If you want to write it, there's a sign-up sheet on that page. You want to write that you're attending, then put that there, put Christmas party and your name, and if there's more than you coming, who's coming with you, so that we can get a count, please. Because Jeannie will need that for make a reservation. Remember, we're just going to order off the menu, so that means you can get as little as much as you want to order. But last year, I had a great time. Hopefully y'all can come and enjoy too. Okay. This Wednesday, Dr. Will Tuttle will be presenting a program here at 7 o'clock. Said it's called Healing Our World, a deeper look at food. This says, Dr. Tuttle delivers an inspiring talk about the hidden dimensions of our culture's food system. Let me try that again. Our culture's food system. Join us as we explore new connections and discover how we can build radiant health on all 5 levels, awaken awareness, and bring healing to our world. And with Madeline's, which is his wife's, evocative art deepening the experience. So that's a free event. Just show up here on Wednesday evening. I'll be here. So come join Dr. Will.
Is Unity putting it on?
This Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
This Wednesday, yes. The Wednesday closest coming up. Yes, this Wednesday. Let's see, what else have we got? Something to consider. On Friday night, the 20th, the van that provides food and clothing for homeless will have an event in which they're really staging for a major event that they're doing on Saturday. But if you want to go and help them load and pack up and just stage, as well as they've invited that if you had anything that you know would be of value to a homeless person, to an unhoused, such as a good winter coat that you want to pull out of your closet, they would be very receptive to those type of things. So if you want more information about that, I can help you find that on Facebook. There's all kinds of information going on about that. Have I got everything covered for those? Yes. Tree of Remembrance. We'll have our Christmas tree up. That will become probably in this week sometime. Is that right, Lorraine? Do you have a date on that?
Well, just a little bit, I've talked with Jeannie, she doesn't get back till the 6th,
Right.
so it'll be,
Saturday.
yeah.
Be ready for us on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, Remembrance Tree is to bring something, because hopefully we remember, part of a Remembrance Tree is that for some of us, this is a hard time of year. It's a hard time because we've had tough families. And to think about having to go be with those tough families during the holidays is not a joyous experience. As well as some of us have lost those families. So this time of year just makes us remember that loss. We activate and feel and are aware of that grief that we have. So this isn't always an easy time. So we want to acknowledge that, and I'll acknowledge it in our own life. Whether you think it's easy or not for you, to acknowledge those that are in your life that maybe aren't here anymore. And that's our tree of remembrance. We can put things on the tree. If you got a favorite Christmas ornament at home, that would be wonderful. But if not, if you've got pictures and other things that we can put up here, or whatever it is, little knick-knack, keepsakes, whatever it is for you that exemplifies that memory, I invite you to bring those and begin that next Sunday, please. Gail brought us a poinsettia. If someone else would bring us 3 more or 1 more or any variation of that number, okay, would appreciate it so that we can, when we set up our Christmas tree, also we have 4 small ones. We need 3 larger ones, at least this big, okay, if you're so generous to do that, we would appreciate that. Now, last but not least, I see somebody added a bag of shoes. We're doing Souls for Souls. So we're taking in your gently used shoes, and those will go to those in need in our country, but also outside of the U.S. So please bring those. I know you got shoes in your closet that you don't like or haven't worn and just aren't going to get to. As long as they're gently worn and not just worn out, I'd love them to death shoes. Okay, please share those. As well as if you want to go to Goodwill and find some more shoes to add. If you wanted to buy some new shoes, I invite you to buy children's shoes because they're always in need of children's shoes. So we'll continue that for the next few Sundays and send those off before Christmas. Okay, so please get those up here the next few Sundays. Or if you need to come during the week, call me and I'll open the door. Make sure that I'm here so we can collect those. Before we do our meditation, I'm going to mess with y'all. Are y'all ready?
We might mess back.
I know. So I'm about to see. Here it goes. I am volunteering y'all today. We're going to do an Advent ceremony regarding hope. And being that we're a community that doesn't just know what we know, but we put it into action. we're going to put, like our fifth principle says in unity, it's not enough to know, we must do. We're going to do today. So I'm going to volunteer y'all to be a part of the program today. Okay? And I need, what do I need? I need 6 of you. Okay? So 6 of you need to raise your hands, or otherwise I'm just going to volunteer you. So, Chris, I know you're going to get.
Leanne's got her hand.
Like candles.
So thank y'all for being willing to play today on short notice, and just step up and do. Okay. So let's begin with the meditation today. So as you're willing, just relax, settle down, without all the sweat of whether I had to have a role and what I'm going to do in my role. It's okay. You're going to do it perfectly. Perfectly. No matter how it comes out of your mouth, it will be perfect. So let's begin today with the breath. Breath in and out. Inhaling and knowing that the presence of God is here. And exhaling out that the light of God moves forth. Inhaling in, the presence of God is here. And as I exhale, know that the breath of God is here as well. The presence of God, the breath of God. This air is our life. But in the ancient texts, air was considered more than just this molecules that we breathe in and breathe out. Air was the life that was given to us because we were divine beings. Your divine nature makes you full of life, full of light, and your breath is an acknowledgement of that. The flow that takes place, the movement in and out. As you imagine one of the candles up here in the front that is burning, think of the light, the brightness, but also the warmth that radiates forth from that candle. You too are that light. You radiate into the world. And the world is a better place because of your willingness to be that light visible. That presence and power, that universal intelligence, God by whatever name, moves in and moves through. And with each breath, like adding oxygen to a flame, you grow brighter, lighter. You shine forth. And like the warmth on a winter day, you bring comfort. You illuminate to show the way. And in those moments when you need to be shown the way, your luminescence does that for you. But those around you also shine forth, reminding you that you have within you all that you need. It's simply for you to keep expanding and growing that light. Keep expanding and growing that love. Keep expanding and growing. For the world is a better place with you. And invite, we're going to spend just the next 60 seconds and see that light within. And as you bring your awareness back to being seated in this room and begin to open your eyes, see the light of the candles, but look around the room and see the light within each being, knowing they are reflecting back your light. So it is. So in the Christian tradition, this begins Advent. Advent literally means the coming. So we're physically moving toward celebration of Christmas, the birth of our way-shower, of our teacher, the one we call Jesus the Christ, but also the birth of the Christ within us, more accurately, the renewal, the awareness, the awakening of the Christ nature we are, our own divine nature. In many of the traditions, from ancient times to present day, acknowledge light and candle lighting as an important part of tradition. The ancient Druids started fires because they wanted to acknowledge that that light could drive out the darkness of winter. Okay? And the Jews celebrate Hanukkah, which is the festival of lights, and they light 8 candles. And 2 of those signify, 1, the miracle of having enough oil when there was very little to burn for 8 days, and to recognize the triumph of spirituality over darkness. And then, of course, in Christianity, Advent is the acknowledging the story of Christmas, that we're moving toward that date of Christmas, and that story of Christmas is our own story. And then in the African American tradition of Kwanzaa, they too light 7 candles, all representing its own significance to them. So light candles are all a part of many traditions. So today, we're going to acknowledge that Advent begins. So it begins as our journey, as we move toward that holiday that we call Christmas, but to that awakening and that awareness of our own divine nature. Our wreath up here is circular, knowing that it's complete, but it's also circular because it lists the eternality of life, that it's without end, it's without beginning. Our Christ candle represents that Christ consciousness, that divine nature we are. That's the white one in the center. And each of the 4 candles we will light each week, and they represent a different theme for us, starting this week with hope. So as we celebrate and honor the birth of the Christ, being the Christ known as Jesus the Christ, being the Christ that's within each and every one of us, we're going to embrace and acknowledge that higher power, that higher presence, that divine nature that is us. So let us begin with the lighting of our Christ candle. Dave, is that you?
Through Christ, 1,000 times in Bethlehem be born. If not in me, all my soul is forlorn. We behold the Christ that is found in everyone. Join me in repeating this together.
We behold the Christ that is found in everyone.
We have lit We have lit the Christ candle as we gather to honor the Christ Spirit that dwells in each of our hearts. Each time we recognize this Spirit in ourselves and in others, Christ is born anew. Today we recognize the works of the man Jesus, who came to share this message of love. This message of love. God is the love that lives in us all and through us all. And will you repeat that with me?
God is the love that lives in us all and through us all. So, yes, it's the green and red, liter 1 and liter 2.
This candle shines for the oppressed and abused in the world. This light shines to deliver freedom and courage.
This candle shines to honor diversity. This light shines equally for all persons and sends our message of equality to the entire world.
This candle shines for family, that they may be filled with love, peace, prosperity, and health.
This candle shines for peace throughout the world and for peace in the hearts of all mankind.
This candle shines for the Little Rock area and all of its people.
This candle shines for unity of Little Rock and all who enter here.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you. Angel.
Hi. Number 3. The first Sunday of Advent represents hope and is symbolized by the candles themselves. We light a candle in hope. The hope that the candle will transform our belief in darkness. Light, which represents spiritual illumination, is possible for us anytime that we feel we are surrounded by darkness. It is our belief that hope is the first necessary step to move us out of our experience of darkness. And hope prepares us for the birth of spirituality within ourselves.
Thank you. Yeah.
Number 4, we now light the candle of hope, the first gift of the Christ.
The far back corner. Yes. Great.
Our first Advent candle is lit. Today, millions of people all over the world will light the first candle of Advent. It is the beginning of the Christmas journey. We celebrate hope.
Yay. Thank you. So the birth of the firstborn is always a momentous occasion, okay? Because there's hope for the future, hope for this new life that's in the world. And hope is a well-founded optimism for us. We look to this day knowing that we're blessed even before we get started in whatever it is that we're adventuring into. And that is hope. And things that are dark for us, we know that there's still good there. That is hope. Hope is not born in the past. It's not part of whether we feel that we have not lived up to our potential, have not shone forth in the way we hoped to do. And that is not the true hope. The true hope is the awareness that in this moment there's full potential, full awareness, full awakening. And hope lives true within you when you acknowledge and are aware of that Christ that you are. Christ in me, my hope of glory, is attributed to Paul. If you'll join me in repeating this together. Christ in me, my hope of glory. The fact that we are spiritual beings, brothers and sisters, in this awareness of Jesus the Christ. That is the basis of our hope. That Christ that Jesus was is the Christ that you and I are. I am filled with hope, for the presence and power of God are within me. Let us affirm this together. I am filled with hope, for the presence and power of God are within me. As Jesus told us, we're the light of the world. You are the light of the world. Each of our candles today represent light, but they represent our light. Look at the light. Know that this light, as it shines here, you shine more brightly and you radiate into the world. Your light radiates into the world and makes a difference. You are a beacon for the whole world. And as you experience this light, remember that you are the light within the light. You are never separate from one another. Christ's light glows in you right now, and the light of your own spirit forever grows. For truly, you are the light of the world, each of you. The Spirit of God within is my guiding light, and I am filled with hope. Let us affirm this together. The Spirit of God within is my guiding light, and I am filled with hope. So begins Advent. Would someone like to lead us in a prayer for protection? I didn't appoint someone. Does someone want to be voluntold? Who would like to lead us in the prayer for protection?
Can I sit right here and say it?
Would you come up to the mic?
I gotta look at it. That's the thing.
Stand to the side of the microphone.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
Of God.
The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. I am divine. Beautifully done. All of you. Thank you. Do a closing blessing for Advent. And then the lantern mantles will be our final close. Their music, their sharing. So I invite you, for those of you that flow energy, to connect and allow that movement. For the rest of you to move to that place where you're in prayer, to know that inner silence as we join in this blessing. May we step into this sacred season of Advent to recognize the divine light of hope that already shines within us. May we embrace this light with open hearts, knowing that hope is not just something we await, but something we actively carry and cultivate within ourselves. We bless each and every one of you with the knowing that the Spirit of God is always at work in your lives, guiding, uplifting, and empowering you. May hope fill your thoughts, your words, and your actions. May it inspire you to see beyond appearances, trusting in the goodness and abundance that the universe is always bringing forth. And as we walk through this Advent season, may we hold the vision of a world where peace, love, and joy are manifest in every heart, in every home, and every life. We affirm that God's light is within us, and as we shine that light, we become the hope the world needs. Go forth in peace, knowing that all things are possible through hope and the power of divine love. And so it is. Amen.
be live.
Be great. Thank you.
Both struggling with our voices this morning, but we both sing on this one, so maybe between two wimpy voices we can get one.
You can't tell.
Will y'all be performing in December somewhere else?
Thursday, December 12th, we will be at the Oyster Bar. I think we have Saturday the 21st, I believe, we'll also be at the Oyster Bar. And then we'll be doing a show at Tavern Around the Bend with a bunch of our friends that we call Band Round the Bend, because we only really play there for fun. It's kind of a jammy atmosphere. And that'll be the night before on Friday the 20th.
All right. Thank y'all.